Okay. Right.
That's much better.
I'll do another one then. Here's
You can do that one again if you want.
this is one that's quite good for an open mic, because this is one I wrote about people who sing at open mics. This is for anyone who's ever played to an audience of an old man with a scabby dog and half a pint of beer and two guys playing on a pool table. My sort of audience. And this is one I wrote a few years ago. There should be a blistering fiddle solo in the middle of this, but unfortunately my fiddle player, Morwenna, is 1,500 miles away in Devon, so that's not going to happen. So I want you to imagine a blazing fiddle solo in the middle of this. This is called Tuesday Night Troubadour. He lays down his case beside several others and orders a drink from the bar. Nods to the faces he knows in the scrimmage, sits down to tune his guitar. Alone at a table he sips at his bitter, while others are playing he's humming along, waiting the moment his name will be called out. Come up to the stage bar and sing us a song. Here's the chorus. He's a Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadour, playing his heart out for a couple of beers. Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadour, playing his heart out, but nobody hears. Well, he'll play him the songs that were sung by his heroes. Tonight he might do Heart of Gold. His guitar's been polished, it gleams in the spotlight, new strings for songs that are old. But the boys in the bar will be chatting and joking, won't bother to listen, won't know that he's there. They'll play on the bandit, they'll talk through his music, but he doesn't notice, 'cause he doesn't care. He's a Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadour, playing his heart out for a couple of beers. Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadour, playing his heart out, but nobody hears. For up on the stage, he's lost in the music, he keeps his eyes closed as he plays. And just for a while he's Neil Young or James Taylor, although he's a wage slave by day. He's lost in the music and lost in the playing, the noise and the drunks he won't notice at all. In his mind he's not playing a pub in a back street, he's standing on stage at the Royal Albert Hall. Somewhere there's an amazing solo playing here. And in every bar room, in every city, the same scene is played every night. Alone on a stage is a man with a guitar, living his dreams out at each open mic. All those Tuesday night troubadours, Tuesday night troubadours, playing their hearts out for a couple of beers. Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadours, playing their hearts out, but nobody hears. And I'm a Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadour, playing my heart out for a couple of beers. Tuesday night troubadour, Tuesday night troubadour, playing my heart out, but nobody hears. Tuesday Night Troubadour. I do like a song with a story. Here's one I wrote a little while back now, about 5 or 6 years ago. This is about Angela. If you were looking earlier on, the sound technician that got up and walked that way was my wife, Angela. And she had an uncle Frank, who was known as Lucky Frank, because during the war, he flew as a navigator in Lancaster bombers. And Lucky Frank, because he was ill one day and couldn't fly, and the crew that he was due to fly with was shot down. And for a little while he became a sort of locum navigator, flying with crews that were short of a navigator. And two of those crews, shortly after he left them, so Lucky Frank, after the war he flew in the Berlin airlift, went back. He also lost a leg in a sheep-related accident on his way back from the pub one night on his motorbike, and lost a finger in a shunting accident when he worked for the railway. So, you know, lucky and sometimes not. Never had any money, lived in the Dales, only had one leg, due to the sheep. We didn't know a lot about his history because he never spoke about it. But we did realise that he had medals because we found them one day. He showed them to us. And he called them his little pieces of tin, was very dismissive about them. And he fell upon hard times. But, well, the story's true. I'll sing you the story. It's just a little piece of tin in the bottom of a drawer. It's just something from the war he doesn't like to show. All the faces from the friends from days gone by, those that won't come back again, shot from the sky. He still remembers when he used to fly on his little piece of tin. And he was never one to boast. He never told us what he'd done. Oh, we knew he'd made the run, Ireland to Berlin. And we knew that in the days that went before, he'd gone on bomber raids all through the war. Then they sent him home, but not before. He got his little piece of tin. Never traveled far, never gave a toss, never found a wife, never felt the loss, never had much money, never had no gold, never seemed to worry, but he was growing old. In a cottage in the Dales, there a man could be content, but it's hard to find the rent with little money coming in. But souvenirs of war won't ever let you down. He goes up to the drawer and he brings the medal down, goes up to the store that's in the town, he sells his little piece of tin. On a winter's day in a Yorkshire town, one lone bugle played as they lowered him down, and as I turned to go, a stranger came up to me and he said, I've something here that you might like to see. Held there in his hand was something that I knew, a box of Air Force Blue, and I knew what lay within. He said, I bought it at an auction for a song, but I can't keep it now, it just feels wrong, and so I bought it back where it belongs. He faced the grave, dropped it in, returned a little piece of tin. It's just a little piece of tin. Little piece of tin. I have no way of communicating at the moment because no one's speaking back to me. I could do two things here. I could go on all night. No, I won't do that. I'll do one. I'll do one final.
We are spying on you. Don't worry.
Just we can go like that for one more, or like that for no get off.
No, you carry on. Do one or two more. That's fine.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Oh, one or two.
One more?
Yeah.
One more. Okay, one more. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. See? It's British Sign Language. A while back, some years back, my wife told me I'd never written a love song. So I wrote a love song, and then she complained that she wasn't in it, which just goes to show how capricious women can be, can't it really? This, you might be amazed to know, because I am, has been downloaded several times in Peru. I'm not sure what people in Peru make of a song about a fairground love affair in Plymouth. But obviously they like it because they've downloaded it 3 times. Maybe it's saying, I don't know. Anyway, here we go. It's called Prince of the Waltzer. A winter's night in Plymouth town, twilight came as the sun went down, and the lights on the Hoe were showing the way to the fair. And the music was playing from every side, from the dodgems, the waltzer, the ghost train ride, and the smell of the onions and diesel was thick in the air. And there by the hoopla and popcorn stand, by the fortune teller's caravan, a woman stood and looked out over the scene. She was pretty, she was fair, and all the young men stopped and stared, but in all the fair she only had eyes for one man. She was the prince of the waltzer, the boy with the laughing eyes. She was the girl from the candy floss stall, she was young and shy, and he used to spin all the cars, and the young girls would cling to the bars, and they'd sigh as the prince of the waltzer went waltzing on by. No one knew, no one cared, just how he came to join the fair. Dodger rascal, just one of the lads on the crew. If the boss had suspected right from the start that his only daughter was losing her heart, their love would be smothered, instead it just blossomed and grew. And after people had all gone home, the lights were all out, and they were alone, they would meet at the waltzer and cuddle in one of the cars. Then he'd put on the music, but he'd keep it low, and like Juliet with her Romeo, these star-crossed lovers would waltz by the light of the stars. 'Cause he was the prince of the waltzer, the boy with the laughing eyes. She was the girl from the candy floss stall, she was young and shy, and he used to spin all the cars, and the young girls would cling to the bars, and they'd sigh as the prince of the waltzer went waltzing on by. Well, 40 years have flown away, but the fair was back just the other day, and up on the Hoe the lights were shining again, and the music was playing just as loud as I pushed my way among the crowd. The night was warm, but the sky was threatening rain, and there by the hoopla and the popcorn stand, by the fortune teller's caravan, a woman stood, and much to my surprise, her gaze was fixed on the waltzer ride at the payment booth, and there inside stood a gray-haired man with laughter in his eyes. And late at night, oh I just know, like Juliet and Romeo, they danced together just as they did then. Across the ride, between the cars, the two of them between the stars, just holding close, thinking back to when he was the prince of the waltzer, the boy with the laughing eyes. She was the girl candy floss stall, she was young and shy. And he used to spin all the cars, and the young girls would cling to the bars, and they'd sigh as the prince of the waltz went waltzing on by. And she still sighs as the prince of the waltz goes waltzing on by. Prince of the Waltz, thank you very much.
Well done, Andy. Thanks very much. You can't hear me. You can't, can you hear me or can't you hear me?
Right, sounded
Yep.
right.
Sounded lovely.
You can't hear me. Great.
If you turn me on the iPad, I can hear you, and then I'll turn off on that one. Hey!
There he is. That was fun. That sounded so much better through your PC.
Yeah.
So, did you enjoy that? That was great.
Wonderful. I enjoyed the ones that sounded better. That was good.
No, that was really good. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate you doing that for us. That was great.
I should say all that is available on iTunes, Spotify, various other places.
You should message me the link and I can put it on our feed.
I'll put it on. It does amaze me actually, because once a month I look at where I've had downloads and streaming from, and then I count my ludicrous riches: 500 streams, £1.87. But
wow, what does that buy in Spain beer wise? Half?
Oh no! 187 over here will buy you half a brewery. I mean, that's ridiculous amounts. Actually, no. I always amaze me. I come back to England and find San Miguel is some sort of premium beer, whereas over here in Consum, our local supermarket, I can buy 1.5 litres for less than €1, which is kind of. And then I go to England and I say, I'll have a pint.
Wow.
How much? Yeah.
And we can't visit you either at the minute, unfortunately. God, that's like the
So
worst.
we're drinking it all ourselves.
You're just taking the mickey out of us, aren't you? You're drinking all the beer and we can't buy it.
Do you want the biggest thing? I'm actually a teetotal. I don't drink anymore. Right.
Oh, very good. Anyway, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. Really appreciate you coming and playing for us. Hopefully you come back another time. Do it again.
Can I watch everybody else? How
Yes,
do I
on
do that?
YouTube.
Right, YouTube.
You need to watch it on YouTube.
Right.
So I'm going to put you in the waiting room, and then you can watch it all on YouTube. And come back and play another time. That was great. Thank you very much.
Well, we're hoping to get over to UK next year. We did, like I said, we did come this year, and I was going to do a load of stuff. But if we come next year, we'll go via Basingstoke.
Yeah, you can play live.
Yay!
Have a good rest of the evening. Thanks very much.
And you. Thanks for that. Bye, buddy.
Cheers then.